Hi, welcome to my channel. Circumstances don't matter. I wanted to explain this in a bit of a different way, and I've been doing this with clients lately. I've been sort of turning it on its head slightly and getting people to look at it a slightly different way, because it's very easy to say, oh, circumstances don't matter, but it's such a flippant term, isn't it? And to get your head around it, that your circumstances really don't matter, I've been teaching it in this way. Nothing matters. It's not that circumstances don't matter, nothing matters. You are bringing yourself back to a point of zero, so a point of neutral. So whatever's happened, like a circumstance is just something that's happened in the past. It's something that somebody has said in the past, or something that you've said in the past or done in the past. It is a past event, and it's always been based on how you were energetically at that time. Now you are changing with this. When you are learning about this stuff, your energy is changing all of the time. So energetically, you are a different version of you now than you were, say, 2 months ago. I'm sure you are, if you've been following this way of working, this way of living. So what we do then is, when something happens like that and we see it as a circumstance, we call it our circumstance, my circumstances. We own it and bring it in internally, so it then becomes part of us energetically. And we don't need to do that. Something that's happened, been done or been said is in the past. It's all it is. It's something that's happened. It doesn't matter. It has no power to impact what you can bring into your life in the future. Absolutely no power. Oh, I wish I could. I'm explaining this in a better way, that you can kind of get on board with it and really get it. It is just something. It's kind of dissolved away. Just imagine it being dissolved away. I'm doing it even. If that what I considered to be the circumstances based around my career change, it wouldn't have happened. I'd still be working as an SEO specialist. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now. I certainly wouldn't be doing it to the level I'm doing it now, but I've really finally got on board with it doesn't matter. So I'm an SEO specialist, so I can go and be this. I tell you what I took from, this was a documentary I watched years ago, and it was about Spice Girls actually, and I'm not a Spice Girls fan particularly, and it was the story of how they got big. Now, Jerry Halliwell was pretty much the driving force in getting them to where they were, because she just thought, this is going to happen, this is going to work for us, and I have no doubt, and I am going to focus on the action it takes to get us there, and it can happen. And they were just a group of girls living in a house together that had been put together, not even by a big team or anything like that, but she decided that was going to happen. She had complete faith that she could do this, that there was no reason that she couldn't do that. And she's no different than me or you or anybody else. There's no difference there. She's just a person. So there's no reason then, she would have had all of her insecurities and all of those other things going on in life, but she just knew that she could do that. There's no reason that she couldn't make that happen. And so she just went for it. She wasn't bogged down by, oh, but this and but that. She just went for it. And that's what we need to do here. We just need to go for things and think to yourself, what's the worst that can happen? If this doesn't work out and I fall flat on my face, yeah, I can just pick myself up and I can have another go, or I can turn to something else if I realise that that isn't the thing for me. Because that just really helps you throw yourself into things and realise that a circumstance is, let's just get rid of the label, it's just a thing. It's just that thing over there. That thing is over there, has nothing to do with me, it's not part of me, and I'm not going to bring it in and make it part of me, because it will hinder me when I do that. I don't need to do that. I don't ever, and I promise you, right, this is the absolute truth, because sometimes you hear stuff online and you think, do those people actually believe what they're saying? But I absolutely do not consider anything to be a circumstance anymore. I don't think I even use the word circumstances unless I'm making a video, because I don't consider anything I can almost drop that thing away. If something's happened in the past and I'm looking to do something, yes, naturally it probably come up into my head, but I'll just dissolve it away. I think, no, that's over there. It's outside of me. It's not inside of me, and I don't want to bring it inside. So it has no significance unless I give it significance, because a circumstance only has meaning when you give it meaning. So whatever meaning you give to it is the meaning it has for you, because it doesn't matter what meaning it has to anybody else. But if it has that meaning to you, and it's a really negative meaning, and it's really contrary to what it is that you want, then it's going to be powerful. But if you don't give it that meaning, it has no power. It just melts away. I'm just going to tell you a really quick thing that I did, because I'm getting much better at being able to go, no, this is what I want, and that's that. And we were on holiday on a cruise, and we stopped and we'd gone to Venice. I was really looking forward to Venice because I've never seen it before, and Harry's been and he was telling me all about it. I've seen his videos that he's made of it. It looked amazing. So the ship was not able to pull in where it generally does because Venice can't cope with it anymore because it will just end up flooding completely. So we had to stop 2.5 hours away. So we had to get a coach, and it was really, really hot, and some people would have thought no, and I thought no, I've got to see it. So I persuaded everybody, we've got to go and see it. So the 4 of us went. It was me, my husband, my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law, and off we went. And I was really looking forward to it. And then we'd had to wear a mask on the coach, which was really bothersome, but we had to, fair enough, and we were warned we'd have to wear it on the taxi going over, the water taxi. It wasn't the end of the world or anything, but I think just wearing it had got me a little bit like, you know, because it was hot and the air conditioning on the coach wasn't brilliant. So we got on the water taxi, we were almost there, and I immediately felt I have focal migraines. So, and I hardly have any of them now. And that's a whole nother story, but we'll go into that at a later date. Health, maybe I'll do one on health. And I felt could see my vision was going. I thought, oh God, I started getting the blind spots that I get, and then I started getting the waterfall. I got pain here, and generally that's a good 20 minutes where I can't see properly. I'm not in a lot of pain with the focal migraines, not like a normal migraine. I'd actually rather have them if I can have to choose, but they are a bit scary every single time you think, is my vision going to come back? You do wonder. And without fail, when this happens every single time, so I am without decent eyesight for about 20 minutes, and it was started making me anxious because I was really looking forward to this trip. So I thought, instead of just accepting it, I couldn't accept it because I didn't want it, and I said, no, this is not happening. You can just bugger off. I am not having it. I'm not dealing with this. Go away. And this is what I said, and it literally just went like that, and I was like, whoa. And I didn't sort of start thinking, oh my God, is it going to come back? No, got off the water taxi. I thought, I've done it. I've just done that because I told it to go away, and it had no choice because I said it was such a force and momentum that it had no choice but to disappear. Because I'd obviously brought it on by, thinking, oh, I don't like the mask and all of that, so I'd kind of kicked in that stress element, and then that's what happened. It'd gone. I am going to make another video about really immediate stuff that I've done like that because it's happened quite a lot lately, and I think I need to talk about that a bit more. But a circumstance there, if I just said my circumstances are that whenever this happens, I've never ever not got one when that's happened, and I've been having these for years. So my circumstances would be, this always happens. But I thought, no, I'm not having it, and that's that. And I didn't have it, and that was that. So like I said, I will make another video on those instant manifestations that I've been having a lot more of lately. I might kind of list them, go into the ones that I've done lately, and just sort of help you with that a bit, maybe. Anyway, I'm an author, my books are listed below. Thank you so much for buying my latest book, all of you, I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna put a picture of it up here. I'm not gonna go on about it, it's all about self-concept. And I offer Zoom coaching, email coaching, all available on my website. Pop along and have a look. Email coaching, you'll need to come and speak to me first. Talk to me about discounts if you want more than a month, because I will definitely give you some discount, and you'll miss out if you just buy a month, then a month, then another month. So, well, hopefully you don't need 3 months, but 2 months, because a month flies by, and I will give you a significant discount on that. And I think that's what I've got to say.